speak on it with who you with, Kirk, though. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Welcome to speak on it with who you with, Kirk, though. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Welcome to speak on it with who you with, Kirk, though. Welcome to speak on it with who you with, Kirk, though. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Welcome to speak on it with who you with, Kirk, though. Welcome to speak on it with who you with, Kirk, though. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome to speak on it with who you with, Kirk, though. Welcome to speak on it with who you with, Kirk, though. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome to speak on it with who you with, Kirk, though. Welcome to speak on it with who you with, Kirk, though. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome to speak on it. Welcome to speak on it. I'm welcome to speak on it. Welcome to speak on it. I'm welcome to speak on it. Welcome to speak on it. I'm welcome to speak. Welcome to speak. I'm 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 who you with, Kirk, dog. Welcome to speak on it with who you with, Kirk, dog. I'm who you with, Kirk, dog. Happy Thursday to everyone. Normally I'll be real happy and everything, but my girl not here today. Miss Frisk is enjoying the sun. Hopefully she enjoying her vacation. But y'all stuck with me tonight, running solo. Who knows? She may even call in. She says she might if she could get away for just a little bit. So she deserved the vacation. So hopefully she having a good time tonight. I want to welcome everyone to the show. Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, Twitter. D Live is always in the house, kicking it strong. So y'all can definitely chime in, chat with us live in the chat room. You can even call if you want to. You can call in. D Live is always in the house, kicking it strong. So y'all can definitely. Thought I had that turned off. 972-591-3665. 591-3665. You can also live chat with us in the chat room. We ask that whatever you decide to do, just be honest and truthful and be respectful. This is a show for everyone. As Marcella Smith say, the people show. So you can definitely chime in, but if it's by phone or by the chat. But if you call, please do not block your number. I will not answer. So 972-591-3665. And also, if you are on my personal Facebook page, please go over to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt Dow. Then when you do live chat with us, we can put your message up on the stream. Tonight, we're going to hit on a couple of stories tonight, and we're going to roll up out of here. Tonight, we're going to talk about Michael, excuse me, Michael Avenatti, Stormy Daniel, former lawyer. We're going to talk about him a little bit. And then I ran across the story yesterday, but I didn't have enough time to really research it. So I did some research today. And a lot of people probably just not hearing about it because some major news outlet have picked it up. It happened last month in in Rock Hill, South Carolina, where two brothers, Rick and Travis Price, was arrested and the abuse they received. So we're going to talk about that today. And you, whatever opinion you have, you can call in. But at some point, we got to say enough is enough. This continued to happen all over a traffic stop. So we could definitely discuss that tonight. And if we have time tonight, we'll do Ask Kurt Dog Anything. Been a while since last month since the last time we did it. That's the part of the show where you can ask me any question and I would answer it truthfully. And The only thing I ask you to do is be prepared for the answer. Because one thing about it, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Welcome to the show, T Cal said, hey, happy Thursday, Kurt Dog. I appreciate it. Happy Thursday to you. Hopefully you having a great day. Well, with all that done, let's get to the get this party started. So on today, a federal judge on Thursday sentenced celebrity lawyer turned criminal defense uh, Michael Avenatti to 30 months in prison for attempting to extort millions of dollars from Nike. Remember when that came out with Stormy Daniels and Trump and all of that? He made a comment to Nike and try to get some money from him. But that didn't work too good for him. And he was charged. Sent them a letter, so that did not work out good for him at all. So, with that story, he rose to fame as Stormy Daniels' lawyer, was convicted in February 2020 of 3 counts of threatening to publicly accuse the sportswear company of paying amateur basketball players unless Nike paid him. Mr. Inventing conduct an outrageous U.S. District Judge Paul Garpey said during the sentencing, Mr. Evans had become drunk on the power of his platform, or he would perceive his platform to be. Speaking before the court Thursday, Bennett openly wept, choking up at several points and pausing in his remarks before continuing, referring to the two medium that fueled his rise to fame. He told the judge that TV and Twitter, Your Honor, mean nothing. I betrayed my own values, my friend, my family, and myself. He said, I alone have destroyed my career, my relationship, my life. According to evidence presented at trial, Evans told lawyers for Nike that he would hold a news conference claiming the company illegally paid players. In exchange for not going public, he demanded Nike pay his client at the time, youth basketball coach Gary Franklin, $1.5 million. Paid Evan and another attorney $12 million, and guarantee $15 million to $25 million in payment for an internal investigation. After initial conversation with Evan, Nike lawyer had approached prosecutor about what they believed was an attempt to extort them. The FBI secretly recorded subsequent conversation between Evan and the Nike lawyer in the colorful quotes, many of which the judge read out loud Thursday, formed the bias for the indictment. Evan, 50, will still face trial on 2 additional criminal indictments, one in New York of allegation he defrauded Daniels, his former client, out of $300,000 from her book advance, and another in California for allegedly defrauding another client of his law firm. The sentence of Evan received Thursday was significantly lower than that recommended by the sentencing guide, which called for 108 to 135 months in prison, through higher than the 6 month his counsel had requested. Event lawyer Daniel Perry told the court that he really did want to be the David fighting the Goliath. She added, he certainly lost his way. Yeah, he lost his way. So they ordered him to report to a federal prison camp in Sheridan, Oregon by September the 15th. So
So there you go. You cannot go out here and start trying to extort money from companies just because you have a little fame. That don't fly. And I'm kind of confused about this anyway because on one hand, he asked, and let me go back up to that amount. He asked them to pay his client, a youth basketball coach, 1.5 million. Then he asked them to pay him and another attorney 12 million. Some ain't adding up. You want them to pay your client 1.5 million, but you get 12 million? Mm, yeah, that don't add up too good. I'm just saying. Um, I've dealt with attorneys before, and some of them I don't trust. I don't trust them for the simple fact that um, you can pay them a lot of money, but are they actually going to fight for your right? Now, I'm speaking about myself. I know great attorneys, but when I had to deal with one, um, him and the opposed attorney making deals in the back room that wasn't going to fly with me, and because of that, um, it caused issues for 16 years. So it's um, it's definitely something I don't agree with. If I'm paying you money, you should be letting me in on everything. You don't need to go and work out a deal with this attorney behind closed doors. Because if I smell a rat, I'm gonna cut you off, and that's exactly what I did. Cut him off. Then he had the nerve to ask me to pay him some more money. I told him he better kiss the blackest part. Uh, so yeah, that's not good. One if either one of those crooks still in business. But um, he got what he deserved. He should go to jail, trying to extort money from people, and that's his fault. Like he said, he allowed his fame to take over. Big Bubba probably taking over now, but who knows? So this story with Ricky and Travis, which, like I said, I heard about it yesterday, and I didn't have enough time to research it, but today I took out a little bit of time and researched it. So last month, uh, Ricky Price was pulled over in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and when he was pulled over, and it's about a 14, almost 15-minute video that is circling around the internet. So I took a look at it, and this young lady has started videotaping the incident. And while she was videotaping, Ricky was already in handcuffs, had several police officers around him, no problem. He was cooperating, no problem. The young lady did ask in the video, ask, what did they stop you for? What they tell you? Why did they say they stopped you? He said illegal lane change. Okay. But looking at that road, it was next to a service station. No, it was basically a two-lane road and like a side street. No marking in the street or anything like that. So, with that being said, even the young lady pointed out illegal lane change how on this road. So, when the story went on, the young lady she's videotaping, And you can hear other people saying, hey, call his mom and let her know what's going on. No problem. Well, the brother, um, after reading several other stories, allegedly Ricky called the brother when he got pulled over and told him police pulled them over. Now, it was several cops. This wasn't just uh, one cop or two cops. It was at least, when the video came on, it had to been at least 5 or 6 cops, including a K9 unit. So when the brother arrived, now Rick is cooperating, doing everything they want him to do. They pulled something out the car. I believe it was marijuana. And when they pulled it out the car, Ricky said, "It's not mine," and said that's actually a ticket offense. Um, Hold on, real quick. Um, they had um, he said that's a ticket offense for the marijuana. Okay, now they searching the car and all of this, and I think the woman asked if he gave permission to search the car, and I believe he said no, but they searched it anyway. And now the whole time Rick is cooperating with him. There is like 4 officers around him. He's up against the car and handcuffs and all of this. Well, when his brother arrived, when Travis arrived, he was asking what was going on, not upset. He was up against a fuel tank, hands up. They got him pressed up against the fuel tank. Um, and all of a sudden, they start taking him down to the ground. He wasn't causing a commotion. He was basically trying to figure out what's going on with his brother. And wasn't outraged or anything like that. They took him down to the ground. Um, I think it was either 2 or 3 officers that had him down on the ground, putting him in a handcuff. Well, at this point, Ricky back is is turned toward his brother because he's still up against the car. Well, when it came out, while they had his brother down on the ground, the cop go and pulled the K9 out the car. He pulled the K9 out the car, and he kept taking the dog between Travis and Ricky, like he was trying to sit the dog on them. Just kept going back and forth. Now, I don't care who you are. If somebody got a dog and trying to sick them on there, you're not just going to stand there and allow them to do it. You're not going to stand there and just say, hey, I'm going to take the bites. Whatever you do, I'm going to take it. No, you're going to be like trying to move away from the dog because nobody want to get bit by a dog. And when he started to, now Travis is on the ground. Ricky is up against the car. And once he started trying to move away from the dog, they say stop resisting. And I'm not sure, but the young lady who was videotaping said that they tased Ricky. Now, once they took him down to the ground, all these cops come down and they basically doing a Rodney King. As they doing all of this, you can see more people starting to come around like, hey, what's going on? Well, when Ricky finally got up, they set him up. He's still on the ground. They set him up. Both eyes were swollen. I believe his nose was broken, had blood coming out his face. As young folks say, he was leaking. And and the young lady like, hey, y'all need to get him some help. He bleeding like that. Y'all need to get some help. But during this whole situation, they finally got him up, put him in the car. Never did call for EMT. Never did. The mother show up. Cop looked like he was yelling at her. And I'm like, really? Just rude. Matter of fact, one of the cops looked like um, the cop with the beard and bad boys. Um, kind of looked like him. And I'm like, really? That's how they're going to do? Now, according to the whole situation, of course, they got more charges coming up. Well, don't want to get ahead of myself. Um, but they put other charges on Ricky. And one of the uh, stories that I'm going to roll with today, uh, the officers have been identified in a controversial arrest of Ricky Price. Four Rock Hill police officers was at the scene of the arrest, which sparked protests in Rock Hill last week. Now, this came out, I guess, on the 2nd, but so it was a week before, around the 23rd, 24th. It was more than just four officers there. I believe I seen two female officers, maybe four guys. And when they had Ricky down on the ground, some dude run from somewhere and come in and jump in too. And he was a police officer because the young lady mentioned that in the video. Said, I don't know who this guy is that's coming out of nowhere. And I'm like, really? And T Cal, I just read your message. I just put it up. Said I saw that, and that was horrible, and absolutely no point of the dog. It was absolutely no point to have the dog out there because the dog was already in the car. At this point, they're both. Travis is on the ground in handcuffs. Ricky is already in handcuffs and been held by 4 or 5 officers. What's the purpose of bringing the dog out? It was no use of bringing him out. It's not like they was running. So that was the problem. So when on this story that came out on the 2nd, the Rock Hill Police Department officers who were on the scene of the controversial arrest of brother Ricky Price and Travis Price last week were identified in court Friday during a primary hearing at the Moss Justice Center in York County. The officer was identified as Sergeant Sean Watson, as well as Officer Matthew Palmer, Jonathan Monroe, and Jonathan Soto. Watson and Monroe are on administrative leave following the arrest. South Carolina's investigators and Rock Hill police are reviewing the video to determine if officers followed protocol or if further disciplinary is necessary. During the arrest, Ricky Price was taken to the ground by multiple officers, and he was punched in the leg multiple times. That had to been a hell of a punch in the leg to make you bleed in your face and your eyes are swollen. Don't believe everything they tell you because it ain't true. That same officer also punched Price in the face. Justin Bambridge, a state representative attorney for the For the Price family, said Price suffered a broken nose. Following his arrest, Ricky Price was charged with possession with intent to distribute crack cocaine, possession with intent to distribute marijuana, carrying a pistol unlawfully, unlawful possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and resisting arrest. During Friday hearing, Price cocaine charges was reduced to possession, and a judge dropped the charge of possession of a firearm by a violent offender. All other charges were sustained. Um, so here it is, and I don't know neither one of them, but I know what I seen, and it wasn't right. To beat that man, to beat both of them like that, it just wasn't right to even do that. Why would you want to beat them? Were they that much of a threat? I don't think they were. Ricky was already in handcuffs. But also, this came out today that um, Officer Jonathan, hold on, I hate when I click on something and all of a sudden it stopped or the video started playing my ear. Um, Officer Jonathan Monroe was charged with third-degree assault and battery. Charges against Trevor Price. Uh, Charges dropped against Travis Price. Charges stand against brother Ricky Price. Um, Here it is, more than 2 weeks after the video of a controversial arrest of two brothers in Rock Hill went viral and prompt nightly protests. The Rock Hill Police Department announced one of the officers involved has fired and criminal charge for his conduct during a lengthy news conference Thursday hosted by New York County office. Um, County and city officials showed multiple video percepted at a June 23rd encounter at a gas station that led to the arrest of Ricky and Travis Price. The presentation included the previous scene Facebook video and gas station surveillance video, plus two police officer body cameras video not previously seen publicly. Um, Rock Hill Police Department officer Jonathan Monroe has been charged with third-degree assault and battery stemming from his arrest of Travis Price. Um, Police Department Chief Chris Watts announced at the Thursday news conference Travis Price was at a gas station after police stopped his brother, Ricky. Travis was standing where other police officer had asked him to stand as they prepared to hand him jewelry belonging to Ricky. Seemingly unaware of the instruction given to Travis, Monroe can be seen on video confronting Travis. He pushed Travis against a fuel tank and down to the ground before placing him under arrest. Watts said Monroe action were wrong and led to an escalation of the situation. Justin Pullman, senior solicitor of the city of Rock Hill, apologized to Travis and announced his charges of hindering police was dropped. His record has also been expunged. The charges against Ricky still stand. In the news conference Thursday for of the June 23rd encounter are shown the two body camera angles, the gas station surveillance video and the Facebook video. The two body camera video were for Monroe and police officer Matthew Palmer, who was also initially suspended. No further action were announced Thursday against Palmer, who is seen on video handling his K9 partner. So it was actually Palmer who had the K9 that pulled the K9 out the car once they started to arrest Travis and once they took Ricky down to the ground. Now, my whole thing is I know we talk about these type of stories all the time, and the problem is with that. I'm glad they did charge Monroe with the crime, but that's only the beginning. That's only the beginning. What they need to do now is hold this man accountable. Make sure he's unable to go to another police force. Need to make sure he served the time that he should get, because this man violated every civil right of Travis and of Ricky. All of them did. And because of that, they need to be held accountable. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, he had drugs in the car. He had a gun in the car. He had this. He had that. But that do not give them permission to beat that man like that. It's not a reason why they should be beat the way they was beaten. That's saying that you are the judge and the jury, and you're gonna choose to sentence them right there on the scene. Allow them to have their day in court. I don't know if he had those items or not, but I did see on that video where that cop went back and forth to that car several times. He went to the car, he come back, go back to the police car over by the other officers, go back. We've seen videos where cops planting uh, drugs and guns uh, on suspect, and basically to get more charges. I'm not saying that's what the cop did, but at the same time, when you're up there and you're in there funneling around in the car, you could do anything. Did that cop have his body camera on? That's the question they need to ask. Because if he didn't have it on, they probably already knew what they was planning on doing, because there was so many of them there at the time. Now, also, the guy that I said looked like he was in Bad Boys, he had a vest on that said gang unit. So they may have been watching Ricky the whole time and realized what was going on. Now, also take it, they said Ricky just so happened to be, no, Travis just so happened to be at the service station and seeing what was going on. So he asked, and he did exactly what the police asked him to do, to stand here. Like I said before, that he said, when I told you that the he wasn't doing anything crazy or anything like that. He basically was standing there waiting to find out what's going on. Then this cop run over out of nowhere, start pushing him. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. So, and people say, um, why do black folks feel this way about the police? Look how they interact with us. When I was a child, I remember policemen coming around giving us football cards or baseball cards, or some of those sports cards, just saying, hey, here you are. Uh, you can trust me. Now, I don't think they really have those type of program. I think it's some cities that try to have them, but all of them don't. But at the same time, this is no reason at all to treat the brothers this way. If there was a problem going on, arrest them, take it to court, do it the right way. Do it the right way, and not like how you feel it should happen. As far as I'm concerned, anybody who took part in it need to be held accountable. Yeah, I'm glad Monroe was arrested, but don't show him no special privilege just because he have a badge. That don't mean anything. That don't mean nothing. That badge don't mean anything when you continue to abuse your powers. and go with that. Um, oh Lord, Hmm. I guess those mosquitoes done came out because Miss Risky done snuck up in the house. What's going on, Miss Risky? Hopefully you enjoying your vacation. Hopefully you're having a good time. I've been seeing the pictures, so look like you're having fun. But welcome to the show. Can't wait to get you back next week. T. Cal also said, uh, okay, I was in the shower, so I didn't hear all of what you said. So was Ricky was the brother that did wrong or standing by? Ricky was the brother that was driving the car that was initially in custody. Travis is the other brother who came to see what was going on. And when he came to see what was going on, he basically was attacked by the police. That's why Officer Monroe, um, I'm not going to even say officer because he shouldn't be an officer no more, but Jonathan Monroe was actually arrested um, for that assault on Travis. But Ricky is the one that was driving the car, allegedly had these items in the car, and they beat him, broke his nose, both eyes black. He was real bloody. I even seen in one story where Ricky is unable to walk good. So even while he's in the county jail, he's in a wheelchair. And I seen a picture of him when he went to court. He was definitely in a wheelchair. Um, yeah. Uh, Rodney King, ring a bell. Again. Miss Richardson said, yes, we almost lost my niece. The liquor curds had my niece talking back to, oh, okay. She, she woke up, she sobered up real quick. Um, yeah, tell her don't do that. Mm-mm. Don't do it no more, because next time it might, no, tell her don't do that one. Mm-mm. She must forget who her mama is. Because you know her mama don't play. Yeah. Well, hopefully y'all having a good time because uh, tell her we understand you on your way to the next level, but still you want to make that level. I hate to mm-mm. Tell her don't play with her mama like that. She forgot who her mama is. But hopefully y'all having a great time and uh, enjoy enjoy enough for me because I need some sun. um, but definitely um, so and y'all can find out this story if you Google Ricky Price or Travis Price, it will come up. It will come up. And when I was looking at it, now this have nothing to do with their background, but apparently they both uh, played college football. But and apparently they was pretty good at it because even ESPN picked up the story. So, um, but I understand some people live a different life when you're in a different situation. I don't know what the situation is, but I do know the brothers did not deserve to be beat the way they was beat, and that's all I'm saying. It's nothing to justify this. They was not a resisting arrest because for the cop to say he was resisting, let me take a dog and try to bite you with it and see if you're just gonna stand there. You're not just gonna stand there. You're gonna move. And that's not resisting arrest. That's trying to keep from getting bit. So that's where it is today. definitely hated for the brothers, but apparently, now I ran across this other story and I did not bring it up. Um, I believe I seen a story, um, another story came up where, okay, I just found it. This happened in um, December 2020, last year. South Carolina man sues city of Rock Hill, alleged police ordered him out of his house naked and held at gunpoint while searching his house. Um, and the search actually happened in uh, 2019. Uh, I email it to you real quick if you want me to. Um, so it happened in 2019. So it was definitely one of those situations where, um, and I believe, I think I did. Seemed like I read a story. I did a story on this last year or something. I think it came out when the lawsuit was filed, but it's uh, uh, Gerald Devine, 71, is suing the of city for gross neglect, severe assault, and battery intention infliction of emotion distress and outrage, false imprisonment, abuse of process, civil conspiracy, and state constitution violation, according to a copy of the complaint obtained by CNN. Um, so basically, they end up. I'm trying to find. I'm doing several things at once. I don't know why. Hold on. But yeah, that brother did sue them, and um, uh, hold on. I don't know why this did not come up like I needed to. All right, I was gonna try to text it to you, but your number not in. Won't come up on my phone, on my computer. So, um, and I'm tired of the commercial keep starting. It's like, really? Um, Hold on, I'm trying to bring Miss Risky in. She want to come say hi. Know it'll make her friends day, because somebody was like, "Oh yeah, last night it'll be um, it will be my talking about, Thursday night is my favorite night." Um, so I know they probably gonna jump in as soon as they see her. Hold on, I'm trying to get my email up for. I didn't. I normally don't keep my email up while I'm online. Okay. All right, it's on its way. You should have it. So yeah, let Miss Risky come in. I want to see. I've seen the pictures of the views that she have, and I'm like, boy. I was showing my wife. I said, you uh, see Miss Risky help out the view from my room. I was like, yeah, she living it up. I don't know why that thing just not going off. Sound like a jet taking off. You should have it now because it just went across. Jacran, don't be abusing my niece over there. I see you just came in on Facebook. So you let her make it. Let her make it. She met a milestone in her life. So let her make it. And also, if you could go over to the Speak on it with Who You With Kirk Dow page, and we can put your comments in the chat. So, TK, I'm talking about, come on down, Miss Risky, Miss you on the scene. What's going on? Look at
Nothing
you.
much, I know. It's raining right now, but you can see, you know,
Yeah,
it, I have a beautiful background. I couldn't find my headsets. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, I need my headsets.
tell your sister don't be
Yeah,
attacking.
she's in the balcony next door.
Yeah, I see she
Let's see what they're
came
doing.
in. She came in
Hold
on
on.
Facebook.
I don't know if you can
Hey,
see them.
what up? What
Yeah.
up? What up?
So,
Yes.
so yeah, I caught the tail end of the police officer. I was like, wait, I need to jump in.
Yeah, this happened back in June 23rd, I believe it was. Two brothers in Rock Hill, South Carolina. One got pulled over by the cops, and he was cooperating. They had him in cuffs and all of this, and then lost her. She fell. I guess her signal dropped, but here she go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I lost you for a minute, but TK talking about Miss Risky with the good hair.
Listen, it was heavy. I was trying to float in the pool, and it was weighing me down. I was like, I'm going down.
You need one of those swimmers from the Olympic team cap on.
Listen, 'cause I don't think that would have helped me because there's just a lot of weight behind there.
Well, that's hey,
Yeah,
long
it's
as y'all
raining
having a
now.
good time. Long as y'all having a good time, that's all that matters. I'm like, I told Michelle, my wife, I'm like, hey, look at this room, that view. I'm like, yeah, it's time for a vacation. So
And everybody needs one. And so far,
yeah,
like it's been okay. Like as far as social distancing, people are being respectful of spaces, and there's a lot of room because I don't think there's a lot of people here. So yeah, you know, we getting by. We got to get our COVID test tomorrow.
so
So
did
we
y'all
get back
have
in the US.
to take one coming in or going out?
Going to Mexico, no. If you're vaccinated, you don't have to have one. But I think if you are not vaccinated, you have to bring a test. But I don't know. To me, the
Okay.
security seemed a little lax because I got in like through way too easy, in my opinion. I don't know. But as
Well,
soon as we got here, I think American Airlines went on strike.
oh wow, they
So
went on strike.
yeah, like we got a notification they went on strike. So I don't
Wait,
know.
hold on. Doo-doo-doo. Breaking news, breaking news.
Yeah, but I think they're good now because I was like, maybe that's why our pilot came in hot.
Was
He was
yeah.
one of the on the third on the what do you call it, the third tier groups.
Wait, so he came in like I don't care, coming in like a soul plane.
Listen, like when I tell you he stopped, like broke, like stepped on the brake real hard, we all went forward.
Oh,
Because we were
you
like, oh, none of this descendant stuff feel normal. I mean, I haven't been on a plane that long, but I don't feel right.
yeah, maybe he had a little bit of that Jenga juice. He
Yeah,
like,
some, but
I've
we
been
made it.
well. That's good. I'm glad y'all made it. I was trying to see if you.
The latest is like all crooked. I just put a tank top on top with my shirt. It says straight out of shape. Bitch, I'm trying.
You know, we've been looking at places to go, and I know I told radio we may come up that way, but now they told reading the restriction, they saying that we have to stay there for 14 days and be expected to stay there for
But it
14.
depends on where you're going, because
Well,
that's why we chose here because they don't have any strict rules about like being in quarantine. But you do have to have a negative COVID test 3 days or 72 hours before your departure date or flight. So
oh,
when
okay,
like we have to get our test tomorrow. It was like they were supposed to send us an email today. We need to talk to them about that so we can do it tomorrow. And then when we have our flight, we can show them, yeah, we're negative. However,
okay.
if we are positive for COVID, we get to stay 10 days free at this hotel, which is fantastic.
What?
my my future brother-in-law said he don't think he could do that. He's in the balcony next to me.
How's his leg doing?
Oh,
Yeah, how's his leg?
good, I guess.
Oh, okay. Tell him pour a little bit of tequila on it. It'll be all right.
He said, put some tequila on your, you'll be all right. Unless, yeah.
And where is Nisi at? She somewhere
Drinking
hiding.
in the room, drinking in the room, becoming a boozer. Like what her auntie taught her, watching the circle.
Oh, okay. Well,
So yeah. So what are the stories you're gonna be talking about, or have you talked about already? Maybe I know some.
I've already talked about them, and I only did two tonight.
Oh,
Um,
really?
Talked about Stormy Daniel lawyer who got sentenced to 2.5 years for trying to extort Nike. Remember, he tried to extort them for that money last
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
and they quick justice. Two and a
Like I
half
had to
years.
Google the cop that you had mentioned because I was like, whoa, what's going on? I leave for 1 minute.
Sometimes I feel the same way. Like if I take a break, I'm like, I take a break, then all of a sudden it seems like all hell break loose. Be like,
Yeah, and
what
I was like, I gotta jump on, like, and have it like try to give you the scenic view.
it looked good. I seen the pictures. I'm like, all right.
It's gloomy, but you could like on a clear day you can see mountains.
Oh
And
wow, that's
I'm trying to figure out like been trying to figure out if it's the Baja Peninsula, but I'm not sure if we're that close. No. I know, but I'm just saying that would be the only other peninsula in Mexico.
no okay.
So, but it's like a beautiful mountain range.
Yeah,
Um,
well, that's good. I I love that
my
that
sister's
view
arguing
behind.
with me on the other balcony.
So wow.
This my No, I was just telling you. She said, I didn't say Baja Peninsula. She said, like Mexico has two peninsulas. That's it.
Mm,
Yucatan Peninsula and Baja. So that's it.
hey,
That's the
there you
only other
go.
peninsula.
And there you go. But yeah, we're trying to figure out our next destination. So we
Yeah.
don't know where. We wanted to go to Canada, and we was gonna make
I
it
always
like a
wanted to go to Canada. That's where I was going to find my Mountie husband
well, if
or lumberjack or something. I mean, now I can't stand the cold, so it'll be a part-time relationship because in the winter I'll be down here.
hey, I feel you because well, we're looking at trying to
Those
do
are rules.
something, and who knows, Radio Prod can hook you up with somebody. Hello. Oh, lost her again. Yeah, her sibling's not that good in Mexico, so she's out there chilling on the beach. Here she comes.
Yeah, Philly, we have horrible Wi-Fi here, so I think I'll just let you finish your show and
Yeah, you probably left took your leg off the rail and it dropped or something. No, you need to.
maybe a braid fell in the wrong direction.
That wind came by and blew it. No, but maybe radio can find you a Canadian friend up there or something.
Yeah, like listen, hook us up, sister up.
I told you we need to do that dating game. But somebody already said they'll work 4 jobs for you. Lost there again. Well, Miss Risky, if you still listening, appreciate you for calling in. Oh, she came back. Don't move. Just stay still. Don't move.
Yeah, right.
Uh, oh, I didn't realize she
I'm
just sent me a
gonna,
message.
go and finish my Dos Equis Dark or whatever this mess is.
All right, well, have one for me and talk to you when you get back.
All right, later,
All right.
guys.
All right, be safe. Peace. Man, Miss Risky, even on vacation, she's still coming in, checking in. That's what I'm talking about. That's my home girl, my little sister. So, um, and she's single. So if somebody interested, you got to come through me because we ain't playing no games. So, um, but definitely, Miss Risky, enjoy your vacation. Tell niece, don't forget, want to come back in one piece. So, but other than that, that's what we was talking about tonight. Just Michael and also Rock Hill Police, which is a sad situation. We constantly have to deal with incidents like this where different incidents happen dealing with the police. And at some point, like we said on the show, how Hunter Britain family said, this needs to stop. It needs to stop. So, as a human being, I understand the duty of a policeman and the risk that they take, but the way that you treat people can basically control how that whole situation go. So until Sunday night, if the good Lord say the same, I will see y'all Sunday night. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Stay safe because the COVID numbers are continued to rise. At least here in Texas, it is. Wherever you are, no matter where you're going, if you're traveling, be safe. Until Sunday night, I love each and every one of you. Till then, peace.